So I think we need to get a new alarm system, actual equipment as well as the signals. Then we're installing PC Cop, and PC Cop isn't, I mean, it's not the privacy, it's not gonna tell what people check out. It's just going to be, instead of signing a clipboard, it will just time you for an hour of internet. If you are from another library, we will give you a guest card. Other libraries have used it, and it works very well. And they give you a record every month of usage for your reports. And we paid last year half of it, and we're paying the other half this year. We got it when they had their, kind of had a sale price going on, and that's what they're working on now. John has to install the privacy, and then they have to have PALS install the static IP number so it works. But I think that's something that'll be very easy for the patrons. It's gonna take, anything new has some glitches, but I think it'll work out fine. We talked about the downloadable books, but I'm gonna wait till next year from PALS. We've had some interest, and in the librarians meeting, she said like about 10% of your patrons will really use this. And because money's pretty tight right now, I'm gonna just wait. I think they're gonna be less money down the road. I have some volunteers, some Cub Scouts who have asked to help with marketing the new library, and we've made up the packets, and to earn a badge, they have to do so much community service, so we've had some Cub Scouts tell me that they would be glad to help with any kind of marketing.
Is Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts?
Boy Scouts for the Eagle Badge, I'm sorry, my fault. Then I've set the picture of the new library on the easel for the display, and John did that. It's our digital photo of the building, and I think it's very nice. I think it's great, and we've taken the pictures of the building and we've taken them to downtown locations. They're in the banks, they're in the windows, it's in the Hanford Agency, it's in the antique store, and we've got it at Walmart, we've got it in Wells Fargo, in the basement there. So we're trying to promote, people like the design, we just wait and see, but we're trying to get some plus publicity. The other thing is, we had a business person complain about not charging enough for our color copies. And I just wanted to let you know, our current copies are 10 cents for black and white and 25 cents for the color. And I called the Republic, and they charged 30 cents for black and white and 75 cents for color. I called Office Max, and they charged 10 cents for black and white and 50 cents for color. And I checked with the other libraries, and the average price, and we don't have to, we can keep it the same, but I just thought the average price in the libraries is 20 cents for black and white and 50 cents for color. We are nonprofit, but our costs do increase. We did a cost study, and we break even now, but when you have to pay for, like the new machines, and you have to pay for like a service call, I don't know, it's up to the board what they want to do, but what do you think about the prices? Do you think they need to go up or stay the same? We just had a business person that said they thought our color copies were way too low.
We're too competitive.
Well, I think,
My concern is the cost. We need to do some kind of a cost analysis as to what it actually costs us to do the printing, taking into account the wear and tear of the machine, as well as toner and that kind of thing.
Okay.
Do you have that ability, or can the company
I can
give you
ask the
those
company.
figures?
I'll ask the company.
I have an opinion here. My friend said, often wrong, never in doubt. I think the copying apparatus here is very, very important for this library, and I think it's a facility for many people, and it will increase in the future their life, their family, their personal usage. And I think that that it will be more and more a magnet for people bringing it into this library, which I think is highly desirable. And so I probably disagree with the business rationale, and I suspect maybe your managerial opinion. And for this, I'm a little bit reluctant to express myself. But I would like to see no change. I think these are too low, but I think they're too low and for the benefit of the community and for the attraction of this institution to bring people into the library, which I think is if we could seduce it into using the library, getting into this building, so much the better. Thank you.
That would work. I mean, I
I
just
just
wanted
don't
to
wanna
voice,
take a loss.
I think this, we break even, but we don't account for like buying a new machine. Because last time we did a cost study and we break even at 10 cents and 25, but that doesn't account for buying a new machine. That's just the toner and the paper.
Did you have a 2-page charge for color? This is like a half-page
Yeah.
color.
We were gonna do
25.
that, we were gonna do 25 cents for color, but if it was the whole page, we were gonna do 50.
Okay, so how is that working, in other words?
Well, people usually just do a border, or like if it's a birthday invitation, sometimes if it's just a little bit of a border, we just still charge 25 cents. But if it's a whole big picture of somebody, like if they were doing a picture on Lincoln, a whole full, then we would charge 50 cents.
Yeah, well, were I needing color copies, I would be here every day. But, I think we are too low on color for certain. And I think probably our charge on black and white is fairly realistic, because I was doing some research on toners and for my own laser printer just last night. And you can get discounted toner for 2 cents a page, but if you pay for your name brand HP toner or Samsung, probably gonna cost you more in the orders, 5 to 7.5 a page for black and white, so.
Is there that much difference in the quality?
You know what, I haven't done that much, I don't have that much experience yet. You can get some quality differences by not using what they call OEM equipment and tone, so I don't have that much experience. I guess I look at our black and white as more of a required service than our color service. Because black and white is necessary for documents that people need to create. So I think we need to look at it, I could see a moderate increase, maybe 15 in black and white, but I think we really need to increase the color to at least 50 cents.
These are wonderful copiers.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of compliments,
Yeah.
they're good most places.
They are quite like these.
Could you contact the company and see if you could come up with a per-page cost for black and white and color? Ask them to just ballpark a figure as to what
What it
wear and
costs.
tear on the machine, not just the cost of the toner, but wear and tear on the machines.
Depreciation and repair, they should have those numbers.
I'm sure they do.
Okay,
And
I'll
you
sure
could
check
Come up with a recommendation for
next meeting.
the next meeting?
And then we talked about the next thing, and John and I are working on the per capita grant this year, you have to have a technology plan. And he and I are working on the technology plan. Another thing we talked about, I wanted to mention it to you, I checked with Holly, and, we're trying to make a little bit more room in the library. So one of the thoughts the staff had, and Holly thought was a great idea, was to take myself and move myself into Anita's office, and then take that room and just turn it into more technical services, so people can get books, it's so tight in there. And that would be great with me, and then we have some extra furniture in there, and she said we could just put it for bid if we're not gonna be using it, because it doesn't match. And